today for the Bitcoin price. And you're probably just as me asking yourself, what the heck did just happen to Bitcoin? Well, let's have a look at it. Just within less than a day, we dumped 15,000 US dollars, 26% for Bitcoin. I don't even think that this has ever happened before. 15,000 US dollars within a few hours. The question is, why did it happen? Will we go lower? Or is this maybe the beginning of a reversal? And of course, what happened to my trade? Because I can tell you something. I got pretty much effed in this dump down here, just as everyone else. I'm not gonna hide this, of course, but what we should do as sophisticated trader, we should get some distance, zoom out, look at the situation without any emotions and see not only how can we understand this situation right now, how can we use this knowledge in predicting the Bitcoin price, at least here for the short term and the immediate short term. And this is exactly what I want to do right now here, cold and level headed. By the way, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. I am in Los Angeles, California. I have a completely different time zone here in my living room. And obviously this doesn't hold me back to push this content to come out to you in good times, but specifically like right now in bad times, I will always show my face, guys. And now I'm just a little bit tired, but this doesn't hold me back, obviously, in pushing content to you. So let me quickly go back. Yesterday I was posting Bitcoin red alert, and the price was around the 53,000 US dollar area. And what I was saying is, I said that actually for the last few videos, I predict with a 70% likelihood a breakout towards the upside. I think a breakout, no, I think, this is just the probability calculation, breakout towards the upside is higher than towards the downside. Well, even though maybe on the probability I was correct, I was not correct on the outcome. I was wrong on the outcome. I did not predict the outcome in that regard, that we are breaking towards the downside. Let me make that very, very clear. Of course, I didn't go out and say we are going to break out to the downside. I said we are more likely, much more likely going to break out towards the upside. However, I was giving a 30% likelihood to break down, of course, less likely, with a very specific price target. And before I continue here and tell you whether I think we hit the bottom or whether we are going to go lower, I want to tell you what I was saying in this video here just like 13 hours ago. Let me play you this little clip here, which I actually recorded still on air, like 20,000 feet on air in the sky. Look at this little clip here. However, if we were to break down, the next support levels are at 45 to 46,000, respectively 40,000 US dollars as the worst case scenario on that specific regard. And as you can see, 40 to 46,000 as worst case scenario. Well, at least this one held, right? And where was this coming from? Where was my worst case scenario coming from? Well, obviously from before, from previous support and resistance, we had support here for resistance here, 40, 46 resistance, and then another 40 support. So you can see here we had multiple touch points here along the lines of my worst case support area, and well, at least this one held, right? Bitcoin went down and held this line. Another point of confluence I wanted to show you is, and I'm not coming out here and telling you I predicted this, but at least I was talking about worst case scenarios, right? I mean, it's very, very important, and this is why I'm doing that, to always give both scenarios, because then you know, if this daily support line, this orange line of Chris, is not holding, what is then going to happen? Okay, it's maybe more unlikely, but if it's breaking, what it is going to happen? And this is what I was doing, as you can see in that previous video. Another reason why I think probably this is the worst case scenario, probably we have hit it right now, is the EMA weekly ribbon. And you can see here the bottom of the EMA weekly ribbon helped me before to break the worst case scenario right here at the 50 period moving average, the 50 week moving average, which is the red line here of the EMA ribbon. And right now we are hitting it again. So obviously this is the last straw. This is the last hope for the Bitcoin bulls, as this is also my worst case scenario. Breaking below a worst case scenario is somehow in alignment with a potential bear market, because breaking an EMA ribbon on the weekly obviously is not something I want to consider to be something bullish. Then another thing here, once again, not predicted, but I gave you this scenario probably as one of the only ones or as the only one. Bitcoin, is this the end? Watch first. 11 days ago, I said, be ready. And what I was talking about there is something, let me go here into it. It will help you really to understand in what kind of scenario we are actually in right now. And here I think I was the only one to talk about it. And please let me know if you were one of these 86,000 people only. Usually our videos are getting much more views to watch this video. This is why you are also pressing the bell and why you're also pressing on all, actually, to make sure not to miss out on any video, even though it is maybe here one with a very bearish outcome, which is maybe less popular, but still a very relevant one you want to have at least watched, right? And here I was talking about this Wyckoff distribution pattern to play out, potentially play out, less likely to play out, obviously, but I was telling you about that. And I was telling you, once we are getting here a break below this point, below 53,000 US dollars, this is when this pattern potentially is playing out. And well, look at this. We went lower throughout all these lines, directly down here to the bearish price target of 41,000 US dollars. Actually, a pattern which let me quickly go here, which this distribution schematic is predicting. And let me quickly go back and show you what I said 11 days ago, when we can actually confirm that this bearish scenario is playing out. Look at this. I want to tell you before the fact. I want to tell you before this can potentially play out. So once we are getting, and this is important, not a 4-hourly candle, but a daily candle close below this level with volume support, this is when I get very cautious, guys, because that is in alignment perfectly coinciding with the break of our previous resistance, which is then turning into support. And if this is happening, dear ladies and gentlemen, then I want to quote a bearish price. Well, and as you can see, this is exactly what happened. And it's once again not what I predicted to happen. I, however, said if we, I'm phrasing it like this because I can already see some comments down below coming in. It's normal for me. I lost my trade as well. Of course, there is some frustration, but just want to take these arguments a little bit out. And well, as you can see, as I said in the video, the moment we actually broke below this previous rejection point, right here, that was also the moment when we got the breakdown much lower here for Bitcoin. So now, putting things together, we hit the bottom of the weekly support. We are still in higher lows for Bitcoin on the weekly. The daily is bearish, the 4-hourly is bearish, the hourly is bearish. The weekly, however, this is the last straw for the Bitcoin bulls, is still bullish, holding the 50-week moving average, creating higher lows for Bitcoin. And now, guys, let me know what you think about that. I think this was the worst case scenario. As I said it before the dump yesterday, I will stick to that right now. Of course, if this is changing, we can talk again. So far, I'm happy that we at least held the 42,000 US dollar area. Please let me know what you think about that. And guys, here very, very importantly, I would love to get your support here down below. If you feel comfortable with that, spread some love, smash up the like button, make comments, share the video among your friends, because especially in these bad times, as a YouTuber, it's not always the easiest to come out. I want to talk with you about green candles. It was not easy for me to make this video 11 days ago talking about this worst case bearish scenario for Bitcoin. However, I did it and I got 20, 30,000 less views than I usually get, more dislikes than I usually get. And I don't get bored to say that people were laughing and spitting at me when I was talking about this bearish scenario. Well, now they are not laughing and spitting anymore, but maybe other people are. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. I truly love you in good days and in bad days. And we are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.